This is Sean, living in South Florida, relocation team. We're over here in beautiful Port St. Lucie, South Florida today. And today we got a special video. It's not a home tour, it's not a neighborhood tour, but it's actually the 7 pros and cons of living in Port St. Lucie, South Florida, okay? So guys, for those of you who want to know what it's like to live, work, and play here in Port St. Lucie in South Florida, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it today. We're in the county of St. Lucie in Port St. Lucie. 2 hours to the south, we have Miami-Dade County. We also have an hour to the south, Palm Beach County. We have Broward County as well, about an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes, which is Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood. And immediately below us, we have Martin County, which is the cities of Stewart and Jensen Beach, okay? Which is a very small county. Martin County only consists of Jensen Beach and Stewart. I'm located right now in Tradition, which is a beautiful water park community. There's shopping, dining, restaurants, entertainment here. Over here behind me is where they have the 4th of July fireworks show and New Year's Eve fireworks as well. Everybody gets together in the park over there where they hang out with, you know, chairs, tables, some tents, canopies, things like that. And they have a band that sets up over there, okay? So if you hear a Tradition a lot, this is where I am right now. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. The 7 pros and cons if you're thinking about living in Port St. Lucie in South Florida, okay? So let's start with number 1. It's a more affordable cost of living when compared to the other counties in South Florida, okay? So housing and everyday expenses tend to be a little bit lower here. For example, you might see a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, concrete block home here, anywhere between the $300,000 to the $400,000 price point. As you get towards Martin and Palm Beach County, that's gonna shoot up to over $500,000, $600,000 and $700,000, okay? If you get towards Lauderdale, Miami, even higher usually. There's gotta be homes there, 800, 900 and over to the million, but still here in the county of Port St. Lucie, you can find brand new homes and existing homes between that $300,000 to $400,000 price point and above that as well, but you're still gonna save, you know, thousands of dollars here, okay? So that's pro number 1. Pro number 2, low crime rate. Anytime I drive through all these neighborhoods in Port St. Lucie, guys, I see garage doors open, kids playing outside. It's a very trustworthy community. There's very low crime here. You're not gonna find any, you know, dangerous areas. Pretty much majority of Port St. Lucie is very family friendly, and we have a large 55+ population here, so it's retirement friendly as well. Pleasant year-round weather, guys. I'm in the middle of winter right now. The high today is gonna be 76 degrees. I have a little long sleeve shirt on because it was a little chilly this morning. When I mean chilly, let's say I woke up to high 50s. By noon, it's 70s. By midday, it's 75 degrees here. And we're in January, start of 2026 in the new year, okay? Next one, guys, this is pro number 4, proximities to beaches and nature. We've got the beaches, some of the best beaches on the East Coast here. We've got Jetty Park in Fort Pierce. We've got Hutchinson Island. We have Jensen Beach, which is one of the most popular beaches, and Stewart Beach, all within, let's say, anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, depending where you live in Port St. Lucie, to get to some of the best beaches and marinas in this area, okay? And they're beautiful, just like the beaches down in Miami, you know, South Beach, Miami Beach, Lauderdale Beach. You got turquoise waters, white sandy beaches, okay? So that's pro number 4. Pro number 5, I mentioned a little bit about this, family-friendly community. We've got strong schools, parks, family activities. There's A and B rated schools here. There's charter schools, magnet schools, private schools, public schools. The Mets play over here at Clover Park. We've got the Mets spring training, so that's a fun family event. Today, guys, just down here on Sunday in Tradition, there's tons of families, kiddos playing in the park over here. There's kiddos enjoying the water park here as well, okay? So very family friendly. Guys, did you know that Port St. Lucie was originally one of the fastest growing counties in the country, but it's still one of the fastest growing counties in South Florida, okay? They're building thousands and thousands of brand new construction homes here, guys, more than I can count. Every day there's a new community popping up with brand new construction homes, condos, townhomes, apartments. This is a lot of opportunity. This is what helps the housing prices here remain stabilized, okay? Because they keep adding to the inventory, the new home builders, you don't see as big of a jump from houses going from like $300,000 to, you know, $500,000. So because of that growth and the growth of the homes, the job market and industry as well here. There's a lot of medical professionals, hospitality, hotel, restaurant, tourism, industrial. A lot of people here make really great livings having a home services-based business like landscaping, general contracting, roof repair. So there's lots of growing opportunity here, and the job market is growing. People that live here too, guys, also commute to West Palm Beach, depending where. Now, you don't want to commute all the way to the southern part of to Palm Beach County, like down by Delray and Boca, but you could still commute to many of the northern locations in Palm Beach County if you lived here in St. Lucie County. Okay, so that's pro number 6. Pro number 7, guys, a relaxed lifestyle and community feel. Port St. Lucie is a city, but it's nowhere near compared to cities like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and even on the West Coast like Naples, Tampa. This is a very quieter, more suburban community. You're gonna find less, big skyscrapers here and like a huge skyline. Port St. Lucie technically doesn't have like a downtown. Where I'm at right now in Tradition, this is kind of considered the new downtown. We also had St. Lucie West, which was like a big shopping center as well over there before Tradition came around. There's tons of shopping like Publix, tons of restaurants over here, small mom and pop restaurants. But before this came around, St. Lucie West was kind of the commercial area where you go to do all your grocery shopping and all your day-to-day. Tradition has become that now. So you have St. Lucie West and Tradition, but you don't have like a downtown, like as if you go to like downtown Lauderdale or Las Olas Boulevard, or you head down to Miami Beach where they have the strip, Collins Ave. It's different here. It's more suburban. You're going to find a lot of single family homes here, much more than you're going to find, high skyscrapers with condos. You're going to find some of that on the beach. You'll find, the taller buildings with like the beachfront condos, penthouses, things like that, but nowhere near like Lauderdale or Miami Beach, okay? So it's definitely a relaxed lifestyle, slower paced. So if you're looking for that place where you can have, your white picket fence, American dream, Port St. Lucie is somewhere to consider, okay? So guys, let's get into some of the cons now. We want to be completely truthful. We want to be the #1 relocation team down here in South Florida. So some of the cons of living in Port St. Lucie in South Florida: hot, humid summers, and obviously the risk of the storms, right guys? Yes, we're in South Florida. Yes, we have beautiful weather all year round, but the trade-up we have is definitely those stormy weathers like the hurricanes, the tropical storms. We do have that. Talk to a professional when you're looking at a home. You want to get a concrete block structure. Some people go and risk it and they get a mobile manufactured, even a stick-built wood frame home. But I'm always recommending folks, if you're very concerned, you want that peace of mind, you can get a concrete block structure home, which is your home is basically like a concrete bunker, okay? So that is a con. The humid weather leads to that stormy season, okay? Limited public transportation. Any of my friends and folks out there watching from up in Boston, my original hometown, or New York, you're not gonna have a lot of public transportation here. You're not going to be able to catch the 1 train downtown or catch the 12 o'clock bus to go to work. You're not going to want to rely on that. You're going to need a car here, okay? There is some public transportation, golf carts and shuttles from certain HOA communities, but it's not something you want to rely on every day. There is a little bit more traffic because so many people moved here. Guys, this population has like quadrupled over the last 20 years. The locals here that have lived here for decades say they feel the traffic and congestion. Me, guys, I've lived in all 4 counties. I've lived over by Miami Beach, Broward, St. Lucie, even in Okeechobee. I don't feel anywhere near as much traffic here in St. Lucie. It's actually very pleasant for me coming from I lived in New York for a while, I lived in Boston, I worked in the hotel industry, I've lived in some major cities, and I know what that hour and a half bumper to bumper is here. I don't see that a lot in St. Lucie County, guys, okay? So it's definitely less traffic than Miami or Lauderdale, but people say because of all the growth, they feel it a little bit more, okay? All right, this is con number 4, guys. We're on number 4 now. Nightlife and entertainment here are definitely more modest. Port St. Lucie doesn't really have like a strip filled with restaurants, nightclubs, bars. They have pockets of places to hang out. We have like bars, restaurants, grills, things like that, places on the water. You can go down and have like a seafood dining experience down by Jensen Beach at one of the restaurants on the marina, or up by Fort Pierce near Jetty Park in those marinas, but you're not gonna have a ton of nightlife, casinos, entertainment, nightclubs, things like that around here. Again, family friendly here, guys. Con number 5, there are some limitations in the job market in like specialized fields. It's like if you're like a software developer, you're into tech, IT, crypto, maybe you're into like some kind of highly specialized financial position. You're gonna see that more in Palm Beach, like the finance side. Palm Palm Beach County, but you're not gonna see that as much in St. Lucie County, guys. Again, remember, the population here is just under 300,000. As you get to Miami, it gets into the millions, and Palm Beach is over the millions. So definitely a much smaller population, less specialized fields, but the job market here, it's growing every day because of all that new construction building, okay? Now, con number 6, you are going to see, depending where you live too, there are some higher home-related costs here. Obviously, compared to, like, I'm talking compared to the Midwest, like if you're gonna live somewhere in, you know, Kentucky, Tennessee, you're gonna have, because of our coastal location, you're gonna have a little bit more home insurance, and you're gonna have a little bit higher property taxes because there's so much development here going on. But it's pretty equivalent, guys. Like, I talk to viewers and folks that I help all the time that relocate from New York, and they say the property tax is actually better here than New York, than Massachusetts. So if you're used to coming from those cities, it's not gonna be a huge shock to you. The insurance might a little bit. You've got to talk to a professional, someone that's been doing real estate for a while. I can point you in the right direction on how to save you thousands of dollars in property taxes, thousands of dollars in closing costs, and thousands of dollars on the price of your home, okay? So just give me a call, shoot me a text, reach out, okay, if you want that information and help with that. Completely no obligation consultation, guys. My information's right here below. And the con number 7, guys, last but not least, okay? Because of our location, because we're north of Miami-Dade, north of Lauderdale, Broward, north of Palm Beach, there is a little bit less of that cultural big city amenities. Like, there's not gonna be, you know, a theater, a play, a show to go to every night around here. Like, yeah, guys, we're 2 hours from Miami-Dade County, okay? And look at that water park behind me right now, guys. Beautiful water park here in Tradition. But like I said, 2 hours, you can get to Miami, you can get up at 8 a.m. and be down at Miami-Dade, Miami Beach by 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Same with Fort Lauderdale, same with West Palm Beach. West Palm Beach has a great downtown, Lauderdale has a great downtown with Cultural Center, and Miami-Dade has endless opportunities, okay? You're gonna see a little bit less here, but like I said, guys, we do have some small things here. We have Clover Park where the Mets play, but guys, everything's within an hour or 2 hours max drive to get to some of those areas, okay? So that would be con number 7. Those are the 7 pros and 7 cons of living in Port St. Lucie. If you're thinking about relocating here, guys, we help people from all over the country and the world relocate to South Florida. If you want to buy a home or relocate from anywhere down to Miami, to Lauderdale, to Palm Beach, or St. Lucie County, even up to Orlando, we help people relocate across Central and South Florida. We'd be happy to help you out. Someone you're really going to want on your side, guys, is someone that understands all the Florida property tax laws, the homesteading, how to save thousands in property tax, how to negotiate those closing costs, what the closing costs will be, who the best insurance company is that will cover you for hurricane, stormy weather. I have all those contacts, guys, living in this area. I've lived in every county, and I know the pros and cons of each, okay? Again, those are the 7 pros and cons of living and working here in Port St. Lucie in South Florida. If you want to see another video, I have another video coming up on one of these sides right here. My information's down below, guys. We want to be the #1 relocation channel in South Florida for folks that are just thinking about relocating here. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me a WhatsApp or an email, and I'd love to talk to you. We also have access to lenders, so if you're looking for lenders with great interest rates, we can help you out as well there. Now, before I go, guys, let me just show you this water park in Tradition. I'm gonna actually hop in here and show you guys. There was some kiddos here playing early, but now they left. I got an opportunity to kind of show this to you. In Tradition, guys, there's this cool water park, and you can see it's labeled all the way across there. It says Tradition. Kiddos can come here and play in the summer and the warm weather, which is pretty much all year round. This was built in 2003, guys. So the water park's here. Beyond it over there is where they set off the fireworks in that man-made lake. And all behind me over here is a huge park with the town hall, with a major shopping center. You've got public supermarkets in here. We've got Brooklyn Water Bagels coffee shop, tons of restaurants. There's people dining out there, all curbside dining right there in restaurants, and this really cool water park right here, guys. And now let me show you guys the park. So directly across from the water park here, I don't know if it's a water park, it's more of fountains in the area, but right across the street is this beautiful huge field with the park, and you've got kiddos, families playing here all the time. And again, right here, guys, this is where people set up a band, and they have fireworks that shoot off over on the 4th of July and the holidays. The town hall's right there. There's lots of shopping, dining, entertainment over here. But this park is huge, guys. People are taking advantage and enjoying that as well. So if you need to know what it's like living here, just give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. My information's right here below. We can guide you, find the right neighborhood, find the right community that will match your lifestyle. And the most important thing, guys, we want to hold your hand the entire time, from when you move here, if you need to sell a place, or if you're just relocating for a second home, vacation home, we can help with all that. Or if you need investment property as well. I'm just showing you tradition. There's some shuttles right here that come from some of the HOA communities that will shuttle you to tradition. This area is golf cart friendly as well. You can drive a golf cart around here. I'm going to show you some B-roll of that as well. So there's neighborhoods nearby here where you can just hop in your golf cart, from your home, and basically drive down here to pick up anything you need, or have lunch, have dinner right here at one of these street side restaurants over here. So over here, guys, there's a lot of small mom and pops. There's a spa, tanning spa. There's a Thai restaurant, Japanese, beauty salon. Let me show you down this way as well over here. This place is actually really massive, guys. So when you come down the corner over here to the left, you're gonna have Publix and all the shopping over here. There's a lot of restaurants and dining, ice cream shops, all these options right here as well. So as I continue down here, okay, there's gonna be a lot of restaurants, dining, there's a dentistry there, but Publix is the anchor store down here, which is the supermarket. They've got everything you need there, deli, you know, all your food products right there. That's Publix. They designed this really beautiful as well, guys. They painted all these like these pastel, you know, tropical Caribbean colors. There's plenty of free parking here. Restaurants across the way. We got a park over this side, and you have this really small water park for young kids over here. This is where the fireworks are lit off over here. During any holiday, 4th of July, New Year's Eve, that's where they're gonna have all the family gathering over there. This is all, you know, paver-lined streets right here. Golf cart friendly. From specific neighborhoods where you live near tradition, you can drive literally your golf cart from your home over here, but you're gonna know the exact neighborhood and where you wanna live. So if that's something that would interest you, let me know. We can point you in the right direction as well, okay? So yeah, guys, those were the 7 pros and cons of living here in Port St. Lucie. Once again, I've got another video right here on one of the sides. If you want to see a different home at a different price point, or a different video about living in South Florida, you can click right here or here. Okay, guys? Thanks so much. We'll see you real soon.